What's up, guys? Shouri here, and we are gonna start the one and the only, the record. So, what we did was we played 10 games and we averaged like 21 point something kills, but this is gonna be just the record for 5 games, and it is an absurd amount of kills. The amount I averaged over 5 games is actually the amount that most people have as their highest score. So, it's kind of nuts. This is the first game, and we're going to be using Dolores, and we're basically just doing whatever we can to get some kills here. And the funny thing is that in this first game, and most of these games actually, I didn't even know that I was going to be going for this, but I really was just trying to get some clips for my Dolores tutorial. I ended up getting some of those clips, and it all worked out. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to go around and basically get to them in the best way possible without having anyone on their team see us. I ended up doing a pretty terrible job of that, but luckily my teammates were there and doing good, and it all ended up working out. The biggest thing that's going to help us is running around and doing our best to be able to get shots with our Dolores, which is really good in the medium to long range. And it is super important when you're trying to go for these records that you're rushing with Scout to get there as fast as possible. Again, I wasn't really going for the records at first, so I wasn't really trying to do that, but luckily I was already doing that anyways. And right here, we need to use a throwing knife just to save our life, and we want that 4 at once, so we're going to do whatever we can. We use another throwing knife to get the 4 at once, and we find out where they're going to spawn, and we go in for the 5 at once. We want to go for more, but we end up dying. And this is how we start to get the lead of our kill record, because we just keep getting multi-kills, and that's really going to be what you want to do, is do your best to run in there, get as many multi-kills as you can. It helps to have teammates that are getting people low but can't kill them, and throwing knives are always a bonus, I'm not going to lie. A lot of my kills came from throwing knives, and we were able to peek that corner and get that shot off, back up, and then get another shot without taking damage, which is good because we were already fairly low. But again, we have gotten so many multi-kills that our kill record's starting to go up higher and higher, and the best thing, we don't know we're going for the kill record yet. We're really just trying our best to get some clips for our Dolores tutorial and nothing else really, but it all ends up working out. And those throwing knives are insane. They help so much, it is ridiculous. Our teammate ends up getting that kill though, which we end up stealing one when we spawn, making it okay. We end up throwing our throwing knife and missing. It's all good though, because we did a really good job with our Dolores and knife to be able to kill everyone anyways. We are really low here, so we're just trying to get a cheap kill off of their throwing knife. We end up dying, but we're at 20 kills and we have at least a minute left, so we have all the time in the world to make that 20 kills a lot better. We end up missing that throwing knife and we don't finish our kill, which it's not the best, but as we go in, we know we're at 20 kills now, and we're just trying to get as many kills as possible, just because why not, right? And we are actually going for kills at this point. I cannot believe I missed all of those. Right here, we know that we have the orb. We're going to get people to come towards us, and we just need to be as careful as possible. Sadly, our teammate's getting hit by sunburst, staying next to us, which really just sucks. But we end up dying. We have 22 kills. It could be a lot worse, and we're going to go in here trying for more, knowing that there's only 10 seconds left. We have to be quick, and we are able to get 1, 2, and 3 to make it a 25 kill game. We want to try to get the last guy for the 4 at once. We threw the throwing knife, but it was not enough. We do end up getting 25 kills though, and this is a great start to getting our massive kill record for 5 games. We're already starting at 25, and this is one of our bad games. Yes, you heard me right. 4 triples, 6 doubles, 5 at once. That was a bad game. You're going to start to see what the good games are pretty soon. We do run out and get the first strike. We keep going, and as we're running, we do see someone shoot us in the back, so we know that someone is going to come from behind us. That's why we're trying to kill that guy in front of us. Now we're going to go back and try to figure out where that guy that we were getting shot from is and do our best to kill them. We do end up getting him and go for the double. We end up getting it. We know where the other guy is because he's lit up. We can't get the triple, but it is fine. We're going to be able to spawn in the perfect place. Luckily, we get a nice throwing knife off and get that kill. The throwing knives are huge in this, so the biggest thing you want to do is be able to get those throwing knives to be able to kill people as quickly as possible without taking any damage. But sometimes you end up taking damage, and that's fine. But throwing knives really are the best for this. Rockets may work for other people, but everyone who knows me knows I shouldn't use rockets for this. That's why I'm using throwing knives, and sometimes I use them when I shouldn't. I should have just shot that guy and saved him, but it doesn't really matter. I end up getting the wrong guns, which is hilarious, and it works out. We do get the double. They're firing rockets, which is fine because I am spamming consumables, so I don't really expect anyone to do anything different. We end up getting lucky that our porcupine kills him while we're dead, giving us another kill. We're going to go back to Undying Dolores so we can have our Undying and see what we can do trying to get a multi-kill here. We do end up getting the first kill and going for their spawn. We end up dying. We don't want to use our Undying there just because it seemed like a waste. Right here we're going to use it and try our best to get over there and use a throwing knife. We do end up getting the kill. Like I said, throwing knives are basically going to be the biggest thing that we do here. We also do a lot of killing with our shotguns, but the throwing knives help a lot. I do end up liking them, and we end up liking the porcupine, so we're going to end up using that a lot as well. Right here, we're going and seeing whatever we can do to hit people with our sniper, and then porcupine them if possible. Porcupine might be the best gun for this, but like I said, I didn't know I was actually going for these until about after this game. And after this game, I think I do end up going straight porcupine because it is the best for the kill records on this game type in particular. Right here, we're just seeing where everyone's going to go. I'm going to go ahead and jump down to try to just disrupt what people think is going to happen. It ends up working out. We get a guy low, our teammates do kill him, and we're just going to see what they come from. They do end up coming straight out. I thought they were going to come from up top, but they end up not doing that. So we're going to just chase them, end up getting the kill, and we're going to post up, trying to save for our team. As soon as they come, they're a little distracted. We do end up getting the first kill and the second one, and now we can go for more. As soon as we find out where they spawn, I should have ended up hitting Undying there, but I didn't realize it was something I should do. Right here, we're going to go for more. We do end up getting both kills, and we're going to try to find more. But we do have to be careful because we don't have any armor at all. Sadly, they are going to end up killing us. We have a long way to run, which is kind of frustrating because at this point, I am pretty sure I'm going to have kill records because having back-to-back games that are in the 25-plus range is kind of insane. I want to try to keep this up, but the problem is everybody's far away and very hard to kill. So now they're going down on bottom. I'm going to do my best to kill them. I get the first kill, knowing that I'm getting shot in the back. I go backwards, try to get the second. I end up getting it, and I have no idea where the rest of them are coming from. I do end up dying, which sucks, but I have 27 kills, so I'm pretty okay with it. I end up accidentally choosing the wrong loadout, though, and that really screwed me over, making it where I only got 27, and I didn't get there in time because I did not have Scout. It could have been a lot better. And after this game, I was really mad that I only got 27 when I could have ended up getting like 29, which was my previous kill record. This game is directly after that, and it really, really made me mad. I really had to get this kill record. So what I ended up doing is going pork, knowing that that's going to be my best bet, and I'm just going all out, doing whatever I can to make sure that I get my kill record. The problem with that is I'm being too aggressive and not really playing very smart because I'm upset. Luckily, about right now, I realized, okay, I can't do it like this. I need to start playing a little smarter, and I was able to calm myself down and start to actually play a little bit smarter. Not very much smarter, but a little bit. We do end up getting one kill here. Luckily, our team does have the orb, and that's going to help us basically just kill all the people who are going to follow him. We do end up getting the first one there. We end up getting a lucky triple here. Then we're going to look around for the fourth. Luckily, I have more and more coming. Even though I have no health, I have a chance at least, you know. Sadly, we weren't able to kill any of them, but we spawn in the perfect place. We do get both kills easily with our Scout. Even though we're flashed by Gecko, we have all the opportunity in the world. I just don't know where they are. It's funny that he ends up stealing the orb right from under me when I had no idea where any of them were. So I'm going to go up here. I have absolutely no armor and no health. I only have Undying. Thankfully, they broke my Undying with that porcupine damage, giving me a little bit more armor so I can start healing up my health. I end up getting 2 kills off of it and then I go for more. I'm able to get another one. I want to get this last one. Sadly, you can't get all of them. But we do make up for our very slow start by getting a ton of kills in that second minute. We are now on pace to get 30 because we have 6 kills per minute so far. The problem is, to keep that pace up, you end up having to get a ton of kills. 6 per minute exactly, which is 1 every 10 seconds, which is very hard to do, which is why my record in this is only 29. It's like a lot higher if you count like Gold League or Brawls, but for Classic, my record is 29. That's what I'm going for to beat. And after the last game where I had that 27 that really got messed up by me accidentally switching loadouts, it really just drove me to really do my best to get a nice kill record here. I don't end up knowing where that guy is. Luckily, I'm able to kill him, and this guy I'm able to hit with a throwing knife. There's only one guy left. I don't know where he is. I end up seeing him over here, so I'm going to go for it, even though I only have 1 bullet and almost know everything. But luckily, we are able to kill this guy with our damage over time from both our pistol and porcupine. Luckily, they want to go bottom, which is the easiest way for me to get kills, and I'm definitely okay with that. Giving me 22 kills with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. That is actually on pace for 30 kills. It's a little bit ahead even, but we're going to have to really start to get kills just to make sure that we're on pace. Luckily, we did get that kill, and we're going to go rockets because why not, man? Like, you only get this chance once every never. I mean, 29 kills I've gotten once. I've gotten 26 to 28 a dozen times, so being at this point is very rare, and I have no idea where that guy came from. But we're going to do everything we can to get this. We see everyone in front of us. We try to fire off a rocket. I don't know if it went off or not, but we are going to run straight there with our scout and see what we can do. We do end up getting the double. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the orb. That way everyone can come to me, and my kills can start happening faster. I'm going to go ahead and start using my heals as much as I can, and I'm really just waiting for them to come after me because I have no idea where they're at. But we finally do find one, we get the kill with our throwing knife, and we're going to run out trying to find more. And honestly, I could not find these people for my life. When I finally do, I do get another kill, and I am just on the cloud 9 right now because I have my record of 29 and I have people coming. I do miss that, which is just the worst feeling, knowing that I have 10 seconds left. And I finally do get that kill, and I'm just looking for anyone, and I realize they're not going to be over here. I do end up getting the throwing knife scout kill to end the game with my personal high score for kills, which is 31. And not gonna lie, having that is just so crazy, especially since I only had like 7 doubles or something and no triples, no 4 at onces, and I was still able to get 31. Luckily for me, it all ended up working out. But after this, I realized, holy crap, if I have 27, 25, and 31, then I can go for the 10 game kill record, which I also got, but this video is only about 5, because, let's be honest, 5 games is an insane amount of time, so I didn't want this to be an hour-long video. But we just keep going, and at this point, I am going for records 100%. Before this, the only thing I was really going for was a single game kill record, but once you string together that high of kills in 3 games, you know what you have to do. You have to go for the full thing. I already have the 10 game kill record before this, and I figured, hey, you know what, why not go for it again? And it is an insane, just hardcore adrenaline rush the whole time. It's really hard to explain. I mean, I'm sure that you guys have all had that just feeling in your stomach when you have that really close game, and then you're just down to you and like 2 other people, and you get that double kill, and it's just crazy. It's kind of like that, except for like the whole time. Which is hilarious because like I felt more nervous in some of these games than I do in tournaments, which just is stupid, but I really wanted this kill record, and luckily I was able to do just crazy kills every single game. And to be fair, a lot of it had to do with throwing knives and stem guns, but you gotta realize that anyone that's gonna average the kills I'm getting has to do the same thing, just because it's the only way to really get that amount of kills this fast. But it was a lot of weapon stuff. Like, I'm not using throwing knives every single time. And I got incredibly lucky that the feature mode makes most of these games 3v3, so the games lasted basically all 5 minutes. If you're going for the kill record, I suggest you do that because I mean, it's really helpful to have it be 3v3 and have the games last the whole time. Even if the other team's going to be using rockets and stuff, it doesn't matter. And just to be clear, I am abusing the heck out of these throwing knives, so I don't care that they're using consumables. It doesn't matter. It's all fair. But I'm just saying that it doesn't even matter if they do that because the simple fact the game's going to last a long time and you can go in and get those kills, it's going to end up being good. The problem is that I have no idea where these guys are and they're just not coming out, which kind of sucks, especially if you're an orb person, and it really wasted a ton of time. I probably should have went out and tried to find people, but I was really nervous at this point and I figured they were going to come at me because the game's so close, but I was a little wrong. Right there, we do end up getting them low, and it's going to end up helping us in the future. So even if you don't get the kill, getting them low and helping your team is just as good because it doesn't matter if you get a kill record if you're hurting your team. And I'm missing every shot right here, and if you're wondering why I can shoot a shotgun but I can't do my scout, it's because I did this with my wrist being in a brace and super injured. This was very recent after I had hurt my wrist. I think it was within a week. And so every game was hurting really bad. I'll even show you at the end the recent games, and all these games were 15 minutes apart because I needed to rest my wrist after every game because it was hurting, and I'm stupid enough to keep playing because I'm really stupid. But so that's why I can do a shotgun but I can't do a scout because I can't actually move my thumb back and forth without it hurting really bad. Luckily I was able to get those 2 kills right before the game ended, and that did help me to keep my average up. 22 kills isn't very good, but when you have 31, 27, 25, that 22 really doesn't matter that much. And this last game really brought the average to where it needs to be, to where I got not only the record, but it's going to be one that I don't think I could ever beat, and maybe Armenia could beat, because I don't have the personal kill record at 31 for overall. Armenia has 33, I think, which is just insane. But I think he might be the only one who could beat this, but I'm curious to see anyone try. But to be clear, I'm never going to beat this record. It's going to be the highest I get, which is kind of funny because I did it on phone and I had my wrist in a brace and super injured to the point that I could barely use scout, and I had to rest between every game. It was just very lucky that I was able to do it, and it was a really fun experience. One thing I'd like to say is phone is actually better for rushing than iPad. I know that most people think that iPads just make you into a god, and for sniping, it does help. It makes you a little better. But for rushing, phones definitely are better because the movement your thumb takes to go over is a lot less, and you can do a lot more. You can react faster, and it just overall it really is better to rush. For sniping, 1000% an iPad can do so much, and it can abuse things that phones can't. And so iPads do end up being better. Because phones aren't that much better at rushing, but it actually is better rushing. And phones can still snipe. I mean, my Shouri challenge where I get 20 headshots in a game, that was done on phone. This is my kill record, also done on phone. I mean, phones can do a whole lot. I mean, I can't actually use my iPad because it's really bad on my wrist if I extend my pointer finger. So I'm not actually able to use an iPad right now. But still, I mean, all of my records for basically everything right now are all on phone, and I haven't even been playing on phone that much. So phones can still compete, they can still do a lot, and I see a bunch of people that think that just iPads really make everything possible, and without one you can't really compete, and it's just not true. I do want to say though, some smartphones that don't have the right specs, those can be very hard, and that does suck. But I see some people that use phone as a crutch for why they're not doing well or something. And I think that's a really bad way to look at things. Even if it's true and your phone has bad specs, to look at it as you can't do things because of your phone, you're going to not try things. You're not going to end up getting better because you're going to use that as an excuse is why this situation didn't work out. It was because I don't have a better phone. And so instead of thinking of different ways that you can succeed, you're going to think that, oh, it's my phone. It's the same thing with people who say that everyone is a hacker. They never get better because everyone's hacking, and it's never going to be, oh, I should have ran to the left instead of the right. I should have went a longer route. I should have done this or that. It's never something that you do. It's always your phone, and so you're never going to think to do that thing that could help you do and succeed. But I mean, I also understand how frustrating it is to use a device that doesn't really work, and sometimes it really is going to be your phone. I just think that it's a bad mindset to have to blame everything on it, because you don't end up getting better. But luckily, we were able to get 24 kills for the last one. And as you can see, all of these were done like far apart, like 10, 15 minutes, because I had to rest my wrist between them. But I ended up having a kill average over 5 games of 25.8. And that is the new record. And holy crap, I'm never going to break that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to learn how to use Porcupine the way I do, you can go over to my Porcupine tutorial that hopefully is linked right here, and you can just click on through. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this.